barely 7 months since the death of Tamil Nadu's most famous Chief Minister, Jayalilitha, and her family, well, quote-unquote family, is already shamelessly doing everything possible to win the war for her multi-crore assets. After Jaya's niece Deepa was kicked out of her Boyce Garden residence yesterday, the war for AMMA's properties has now reached the Prime Minister's door. Jaya's niece Deepa has sought the Prime Minister's intervention in this entire ugly feud over AMMA's properties. Who will win this battle? Who will inherit Jaya's sprawling mansions? As Chennai is sought to be sent out by the people at play, there are political backroom dealings that we can be pretty sure are actually going on. But if this comes to court, then what happens? Who's going to gain? Who's going to lose? We've got Sanjay K Chadha, very well-known Supreme Court lawyer, joining us live from Mumbai this evening. Sanjay, thanks for being with us this evening. What are you making of this case, Sanjay? There's a lot of sound, very little substance, very few things really known. There is no will to speak of. Some of these properties are in Jayalalitha's name, some of them are not. The inheritors, the claimants, refuse to go to court. They want to indulge in drama. They want to barge into Vedanilayam. They want to, face the cameras. They want to shout out and make accusations. As a lawyer, what's going on here? Why do you think they're so scared to go to court?
Well, the most important aspect, what I feel is that if, as one of the legal heirs is alleging that he has a will, and then if anybody is having a will, he has to go and get it mutated by the court, and by virtue of that only, he will be having the clear title over the property. So that is the most important aspect. Now, the other most important aspect is if there is a will and that person goes and files a case, then only that mutation will be done firstly, and secondly, when the other parties can challenge it, whether this will is authentic or whether this will is valid will or the last surviving will of Jayalilitha or not. Because the law of will is a person can make as many as wills.
But it needs to be the last one.
Today I want to make a will, and tomorrow I want to change it and give my properties or my belongings to somebody else. So I can make another will. So only the last surviving will is which carries the title and which is which has the recognition of law. And there is one more important aspect. As per the section 17(2) of Indian Registration Act, there is no will is not a mandatorily registerable document. That means even if the will is not registered, even though it has a legal sanctity of law,
it still stands.
If it is proved in the court of law, it is there. Now, the very important question which you have raised, that why anybody is apprehensive of going to the court. That clearly shows that because they don't have a valid will, they do not have. And in cases of will, you will be surprised to note that the maximum property disputes are pertaining to wills in this country. One. Second, because it is very easy, because it is not a mandatorily registerable document. So it is very easy to fabricate a will. It's not at all difficult.
So it's not very difficult to actually, see these 20 seconds left. Sanjay, 20 seconds left. Last word to you.
Well, what I feel is we all are talking about will. There are cases when a person dies intestate without writing any will. Then what happens? So why not all these parties? Why not go to the court directly without the will?
No, that's the question we'd like to end with, because at the end of the day, the drama is being allowed to explode and intensify, but why isn't order being imposed? There are so many things that can happen. There can be intervention, there can be public interest litigations, the parties can come together. That question, the jury is still out, but we will continue to ask those questions and continue to cover the story. That's it on To The Point. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us.